go. Crash and flow.
Kyle Lowry played his last. Yes.
Lowry.
Kyle Lowry was in Toronto, and he played his. I guess this would be his last game in Toronto.
Yeah.
And so for those who don't know, Kyle Lowry is he's just a bench player now. He's the culture setter. He's the elder. He's the guy who sets the tone and on the team and whatnot. He's
also a guy getting paid like $28 million for like,
is that his salary?
I think it's in the 20s.
Something insane?
Yeah, I think it's in the 20s.
He's a championship winner, and he definitely has earned the respect for him to have that position on the team. Anyway, so in the fourth quarter, the 76ers were winning, and again, Toronto fans in general, Toronto Raptors fans has established themselves as being some of the best fans in the league, and they were chanting, "We want Lowry, we want Lowry," and eventually he was able to suit up.
Yeah, Nick Nurse is the coach of the team.
Exactly.
I think he's somewhat aware he should be. But
yeah, he knows what this means.
Yeah.
And then Lowry was able to play his last few minutes on the court. It was a huge moment, standing ovation. And it meant something. Obviously, it meant something to him. Obviously, you could watch the post interviews. It meant something to him, but it meant something to us too to see him again on the court. Yeah. I mean, this is the guy who stuck it out.
Yeah, man.
So, what do you feel about this statement? Kyle Lowry, the greatest Raptor of all time.
Yeah, I think easily. Yeah, that's great. I love it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I love it too. But why do you think so?
He won a championship and brought it to the city. I think that's the only thing in sports, right? If you bring you can definitely say all sorts of stuff, but if you've brought a championship to the city, then it's bona fide, it's certified. There's going to be a statue of you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Kawhi Leonard did it too, but he was a hired gun.
Yeah, he's not a Raptor.
Yeah, he wasn't a Raptor.
He's not a Raptor.
And also, I think because Kyle's been around, he was there. He was on the team for a while. He suffered through the lows. He suffered a couple of highs when we made it to the playoffs and we made it to the end before like LeBron James just spiked us in our heart.
Our highs weren't even that high, bro. They were just like waiting for LeBron to run into us.
Yeah, basically.
Those were our highs.
And then for what we hear, he is the guy who set the tone even back then on the team. This is how he's sort of like the man in charge. He kind of set the tone and then brings the chip home. Mm-hmm. I think he is the greatest Raptor of all time.
Yeah, right? Easily. I don't think
he's not the greatest player on the that Raptors have ever seen.
Sure.
But he's the greatest Raptor of all time.
Yeah, I think there's 100%.
Yeah. So
hats off to Lowry.
Hats off to Lowry.
Let's get jerseys.
I already have his jersey.
Nice.
Yeah, I already have. I think that's my first and only jersey I purchased was the Lowry jersey. I can't think of anyone else that I would want to.
I'd love to have a DeRozan jersey. That guy embodies Toronto. I don't know. In my head, that's a Toronto guy.
Yeah, he is a Toronto guy for sure. I wouldn't mind a Carter retro jersey, like the purple ones.
See, in my head, some dudes are just connected to a team for an extended period of time, maybe in their prime.
Yeah.
And I always love whatever city, like even when I was in Houston, there's a couple of dudes that are like, that's a guy, that's a Houston guy.
Yeah,
you can say he played on 4 other teams.
Right.
But
DeRozan.
100%.
Definitely.
That guy was also like a certain type of player that it was great to, even when we were losing, I loved the personality he brought to the team. And like even when the Raptors were winning with Kawhi, I didn't feel anything that this guy is one of ours. So like, yeah, I think also Kawhi was like very obviously a hired gun from the moment he signed and the moment he left.
Well, he made it clear to the team too. He's like, I'm not staying. I'm just going to do this 1 year with you and I'm leaving.
Yeah. Great investment.
Yeah.
Made the whole DeRozan thing worth it. Otherwise, like, Masai, people will be like throwing shoes at him and stuff.
Yeah.
I get it. And good for him. He got a great contract after that. Got some fake contracts. I don't know if you kept up with all the nonsense.
Planting trees or something.
Some nonsense. Just haven't let his uncle.
Do you think if he had stayed, we would have had another run? We would have made it.
It's the thing is, whenever you win a championship and you're going to be able to bring back almost everybody, it's like you have a good shot.
Good shot, yeah.
With that said, we weren't the favorites to win it that year.
That year, yeah.
And we didn't do it in a we had to. That
was a grind.
That's what made it so fun. It's like you had to get through Milwaukee, you had to get through Philly, you had to get through Golden State.
Yeah.
If we had to run all of those games back,
you know, could go another way because the shot versus the 76ers, the shot, that was a 4 bounces. It could have gone, 1 bounce could have ended up, that would have ended our run there.
I think KD tore his Achilles against us in the finals, like right after.
Yep.
And
then Clay.
If we were to do those series 10 times in a row, that's why it would have made it so special, right?
Yeah.
And that's why it may never happen again.
Yeah. So, but we were there to see it, bro. What a crazy.
Bro.
So, I don't know. I didn't verify this, but Lowry has accepted
10-day contract?
10-day contract.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody likes it. You know, come on. And I'm sure he wants it too, right? So it's perfect. Probably come in, just, you know, come out the last game, wave, cry a bit. They'll put a montage of him doing stuff, hugging DeRozan,
right.
championship.
Right.
It's great.
And then put a number 7 in the rafters.
As they should.
Rafters.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Great. We're all lucky that happened.
Yeah.
As Torontonians.
Wow. We were, absolutely. We were so close for the baseball, by the way.
Bro.
Man, that was I've never been so invested in something that I just started watching.
I know. I was like, man, I've been into this for 3 weeks and I've never been this heartbroken in my life. Right?
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks, literally. It's like Mariners onwards when we started paying attention.
Yeah.
We knew every player's name. Like, a guy from Syracuse.
Right? Shohei Ohtani. Like, you said his name and, you know, shivers went down your spine. Oh no, he's coming to the plate.
Crazy. There's a couple of games where I'm like, he's gonna just hit a ball. He's gonna hit it away, guys. He's gonna hit it far away. He would.
Yeah. We got a Japanese person who just signed on.
Take that, Shohei Ohtani.
I don't know.
Even.
I don't know enough.
Now we're even.
But it feels like somehow we just powered up.
Yeah. Let's see if we get Bo Bichette. My phone is still thinking I'm in that mode, which I'm not at all. But my sports app, the score, is always like, Bo Bichette might sign with the Mets. I'm like, I stopped. I'm sorry, guys. That was just for a small time. I'll
we can put that away for now.
Let me know next playoff if anything's happening, okay? I'll try to pay attention then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's telling me about all these movements. I'm like, I don't know these names, guys.
Damn, I thought Bo Bichette was going to sign with us.
It's probably signed with whoever gives him the most money.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is not apparently... We didn't want to give Vlad. He got his big contract right before this, and they didn't want to give it to him. Like, they're like, we'll maybe match if somebody else gives you a lot of money.
Right. Yeah, no, it's tough.
As a player, you're mad about that. You don't like that. Like,
well, you know, players got egos, right? So
yeah. Also, I'm like, just pay me before. Well, I do stuff. Come on. What do you got?
Man, hold on. No, I don't. No, I actually didn't want to. Let me see what we got. Let me see.
You didn't want to come into this. You just wanted to check what's on this line.
I just wanted to see what was on the screen for a second.
Is what you put on there before the play?
I know. Why don't we let's do a quick nerd thing?
Sure. These are super popular for me.
Is about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Love Godfrey, but as a nerd, these are one of these myths from the 90s that have to be debunked. MLK is not Professor X, and Magneto is now Malcolm X. If you are a nerd and been reading comic books for a long, long time, a nerd knows that Stan Lee loves to bullshit. Stan Lee only wrote the first 9 issues of X-Men, and his characterizations of Magneto was simply just a Doctor Doom clone who created the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and he just wanted to attack humanity. And Professor X's only motivation was to create the X-Men to battle the evil mutants. That was it. The whole idea of Magneto being a Holocaust survivor or Professor X wanted to extend civil rights to mutants was created not by Stan Lee, but by British Jewish author Chris Claremont, who says that he actually based his version of Professor X and Magneto on Israel leaders David Ben-Gurion and Menachem Begin.
This went a lot heavier than I thought it would.
Wait, hold on. Are you showing stuff on the podcast that you haven't watched? Can I just understand? Hold on.
No, I thought it was...
This is not about that anymore. It's about you. All right?
What happened was, I think I may have saved that. Instead of under nerd, I saved it under podcast.
Up to you. I didn't realize you have a nerd folder either.
Yeah, it's like art and then, you know, like commentary of stuff or like, you know, explain the scene. And what was so interesting about the scene.
We could talk about that though.
See, the thing is, did you have like that thought in your head that like one guy was kind of representing MLK and the other one was representing Martin Luther King?
No, I didn't. But I also feel like
Malcolm X.
whenever there's a movement, you have like, I'm not saying this always happens, but there is like a Gandhi type character that's just like pacifist, and then there's like a guy with a stick
Who's willing to do...
and that's the people's champ, and the other guy is the one celebrated with Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah.
And not that Martin Luther King didn't do some but Malcolm X doesn't have a day, and he's not gonna get a day.
No, he's not going to get a day, huh?
Yeah. So it's like it's a very common a revolution will have both of those things.
Yeah. Common trope, I guess, or archetype.
Archetype's
of
about right.
character,
Like
yeah.
literally almost every revolution has somebody who tried to do it peacefully and right and respectfully, and then somebody
And will not bend the rules whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's like Batman. Batman won't kill anybody.
Batman's a dumbass. So the older I get, is like a billionaire, fixing petty crime,
Yeah.
purse snatchers.
I mean,
Batman's an asshole.
no, they don't, like, even in the comic book, and even in the cartoons, he's not going after purse snatchers or whatnot. The main story is much bigger than just your
The people
your
who
neighborhood crime.
unless Gotham has none of the problems of this world that we live in,
Yeah.
right? It's not the friggin' Joker. That's it's like Gotham. If you watch the movies with homeboy Christian Bale, like that city is in disarray because it's run badly, and there's probably like corporate interests and all this stuff happening.
Right. Yeah.
It's Batman is picking up on petty criminals in the movies.
I mean, he's doing, like, the thing is that, like, no, I don't think it's...
He stands on a building just waiting for stuff to happen, listening to police scanners. No.
No, I don't think so. I think it's like that in...
He's done that in cartoons.
No, I know, but like what I mean to say is mostly though the stories get like the actual things of consequence is people in power. He's going after the super criminals. He's not going after the ones that are just street level. I don't think that's the case. I think that's the talking point for people to like make a joke or whatnot. But like
I've
really,
definitely seen him in cartoons stop just car robberies.
I mean, if he sees one going by, but
Yeah.
like the thing is that like those are used as mechanisms for you to explain something else, or like it's a run-in so that he talks to another person of like to move the story forward. But the main concept of Batman is not specifically around petty crime. It's the larger picture. It's always going to be the larger picture. But like those small interactions are stuff that how do we say? It might be used as like a story like mechanism for them to be able to move the story ahead of time.
Yeah, I
but
can
it's
see
always
that.
the big guy. It's always the bigger guy.
Falcone.
It's like the organized crime guy, or like it's Joker, or it's Bane, or it's all those things. Like
Once again, they have very different problems than
yeah,
we do in terms
if
of
anything, Spider-Man is the most purse snatcher person in the beginning of his career because he's a kid.
He's a kid. He's like, this is obviously
Friendly
wrong.
neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah. Plus, also like it's different because Batman's a billionaire, right? So it's like as a billionaire, it's like I'm gonna get some petty criminals. It's like,
I mean, you need a warm up.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any superpowers. He's gonna have to like before
that's the funny thing. Yeah.
before he goes and like really takes on some big guy. He'd be like, listen, just give me one guy who's trying to jack someone at an ATM. Let me just stretch out a little bit, and then after I can go after Falcone.
Yeah. Also, where Spider-Man, doesn't seem like Gotham seems just bad.
It's broken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not dystopian, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, where Spider-Man is. Where's Spider-Man? Is that also New York?
New York.
Yeah. It doesn't seem. It seems like it's a nice time in New York. It doesn't seem like New York is going through what it's going through right now.
No, like Gotham has always been traditional. Well, like the Art Deco type of vibes, the like brooding and whatnot. Right. It makes for darker, like the
it's
darker
in noir.
it is.
Like it's whatever that. Like it's just like this whole thing's textured all dirty and dusty and stuff.
Yeah. And then even when you watch the cartoons, right? You can't start the season with him taking out the big guy, right? So you got to start the season, first 2 or 3 seasons. All he's dealing with street level. And it's like The Wire, and then like later, like a couple episodes in, then after he moves himself up, you can't start him at Kingpin. It's the same thing as well, But
yeah, I thought Magneto and a little bit, but like I was, not too much with the X-Men. They're mutants.
Yeah.
They're both white guys.
Apparently, I think they're gonna. So whatever, they're trying to make Doomsday like an event. How like
Yeah, why not?
So, which I think it's going to be interesting to see if that level of nostalgia is going to be able to carry them to come out to go watch movies again.
Nerds are, I think that's who you aim at, right? Like that's that type of nerd that's super into this stuff.
True, but I guess the nostalgia that I'm talking about is like this is nostalgia baiting, where they're like remember how this used to be good? We're gonna try to do so it's not really moving the like just the choice of them having Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was kind of dumb.
But what if they pull it off?
I mean, it could be.
If they make a good movie.
I mean, like I'm hoping that they might. There's some like positive notes of it. Like they released a couple trailers. One of them is like Thor's coming back when Thor said that he was done with Thor because they like butchered his character.
I think they should do the opposite. I love that they showed Robert Downey with the mask. They should do the whole movie and he takes off the mask. It's not him. Bro, wouldn't that be the best? Like, wow, they really got us. All the nerds are super excited, right? Even if you went and that happened, you're like, this is pretty sick.
I mean, I
thought this was gonna be stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I don't think I can. I will go only after I see how
We're Danny Glover. I'm too old for this.
Yeah,
shit.
I can't be going.
We're too old for them.
This is no way. I
don't even think it's for us anymore. Some of that stuff because we're too smart. We've seen too much stuff to be like really impressed with something that's been in 6 movies and 70 books. And like all of that stuff.
All I want is like accurate depictions of our heroes.
That's so funny.
So we'll see. So we'll see. We'll see how.
I don't know these heroes. I never come at that level. But I get it.
No, it's just like source material stuff.
That's what I mean.
You know what? I can't I can't wait. I'm reading like the second Dune book. I can't wait.
I think you'll be happy with that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be happy.
But I don't watch it. Anytime they go, we're making another Avatar: Last of the Airbenders. I'm like, oh.
Did you watch Way of Water?
No,
by the way,
because it's done. I saw the cartoons.
The first one.
The first 3 seasons or whatever that was.
Those are 2 different things.
What do you mean? Oh, I was talking about Avatar: Last of the Airbenders. That's what I said.
Okay, Last Airbender. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't really care.
They're not making a movie
about...
again now, are they?
They're not making a TV show.
They're making another TV show. Yeah. No, I'm good. We watched the first one. Aang, it's good.
I'm not even mad about it. Yeah. Like, what is this?
No,
whatever.
All I do is like I ignore the reboot of anything.
Yeah, I'm
Gladiator 1. There's only Gladiator. There was never Gladiator 1, nor is there Gladiator 2. There's just Gladiator.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right? What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something.
I don't know. Rage took us over.
Yeah. Speaking of rage, it's a rough time in Minneapolis.
Okay.
A lot of people are upset.
Sure.
And I guess this is in line also with what I was mentioning, Malcolm X. There's obviously a lot of people are upset about what ICE is doing over there. And then I started to see videos of the Black Panthers are back.
Did you?
So I have a video.
Let's watch.
All right, here we go.
Hey, dude, are they Black Panthers? Just black dudes with guns?
No, I believe they're Black Panthers.
All right, let's put it on.
Yeah, here we go.
Won't no ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you they won't. I'll put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think you're about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, fuck around and find out. Our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig? Carry bigger guns and we don't take no shit. Places where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them and it needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles and shotguns. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. That means them shotgun shells that shoot out of a pump, they shoot them rapidly. If you are gonna legally arm yourself with something bigger than what they got. Those who serve in the public, they should be fearful of the public. They should be fearful that the public is going to be dissatisfied with their job that they're doing, not feeling like they're tyrants, not feeling like they're bullies because they got guns and body armor and walkie-talkies. That makes them immune to whatever the people would do. I think you want to correct the ideology of the pig and the mentality of the slave catcher. You meet them with equal force. All power to the motherfucking people.
Man, you know what? I don't want to trivialize anything. Gets my hair to stand up on it a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not saying that guy's not capable of doing something bad. I don't know if he has, if he's great in a tight situation, but something about it resonates.
when I heard the Black Panther, like then my algorithm still pretty good. He's like, oh, you watched this 3 times and you sent it to 5 people?
Right.
I got you. I'll send you all of the ones that we have over there. So it's like multiple angles, different types of interviews and whatnot. This was kind of spliced a little differently. It makes it seem like he's a little bit more aggressive. If you watch this full thing without the cuts, he comes across as a much more even keeled and more calm individual. Right, like because like in a regular conversation, you have your ebbs and flows, and I mean your ups and your downs, right? And so like this guy cut it for maximum impact.
So this is what I was saying. I don't know if I talked to you about it or was it on the podcast when I was like, America is not going to put up with this for too much longer. And I don't mean that like in terms of, you know, all facets of society in America.
Yeah.
But stuff like this will become common, and it, you know, will get violent at some point. It's just a matter of time.
Yes,
It's
will.
also interesting that like I went into Googling a lot one day on why does California have like some of the strictest gun control laws, and they were all put in
because of black people.
Oh no, the Black Panther Party
specifically the Black
They
Panther
took this exact stance.
Yeah.
Exact stance. We're like, because they were like, "What's the Constitution? What does it say? What can I have?"
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, there were like no acts of violence in terms of Black Panther shooting white people or anything like that. But the laws that the government of California put in when they saw a bunch of black dudes with guns, they were like, let's just reduce
So it wasn't
civil
even
liberties for everybody.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy, huh? That's nuts.
That is
I
scary.
remember reading, that is scary.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is scary.
it kind of that's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, I think they announced today or earlier this week that they're going to
Insurrection.
No,
The Insurrection Act.
so I was going to say that they're sending ICE to Texas,
Oh,
which is a red state.
yeah.
Also, it's Mexico. You know, like it's a lot of Mexico.
Yeah, but it's Texas.
it's
Them
Texas.
boys love their guns.
That's what I'm like.
I
bro.
would like to know, like the whole America is overarmed, but Texans probably have like it must be a skewed percentage of guns in
Bro,
Texas.
Yeah, they're the guns per capita. Also, like you're not gonna be out in plain clothes trying to arrest somebody in Texas. You can't raise your voice in certain situations if you're not in the right place. You can't wear the wrong color being in a certain neighborhood in Texas.
Yeah, but they're
let
ICE is
alone-
smart. They don't go to like gang territory.
No, they don't. They go to like
They go to the softest. They go to the softest Mexican guy who's like literally laying concrete. He's on his knees working in the sun,
Right.
and they're picking on him, and he's holding his cart.
Yeah.
That almost made me cry when I saw it.
really that part. I will say
I mean, there's plenty of other things,
So,
but like,
yeah.
but obviously there's more things to cry about.
Yes,
but
I
like
agree.
that one thing it kind of got to me. Like
Yeah.
he's just working, man.
the courtroom grabs where like they're trying to separate the father from the family.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They did that. You know what the sad thing is? They did all of that in February when they started doing this in January, last week of January. And it's just funny how they're like, they're doxing us. And like, you're ripping
It's
families
also,
apart.
It's not doxing. Like
What is it?
So I believe.
Yeah, I understand what doxing is, but
Yeah, specifically for them because they are servants of the public,
Mm-hmm.
and so as a result, like pictures, it should be widely available. Their name, rank, as well as their record. So that should be publicly available. So if there's people who put in like complaints against that person, it should be easily found. Like that.
I
person's
agree.
gonna complain. Yeah,
I agree. I
So,
think
like,
what they're
this-
saying is like these people's kids are getting death threats or whatever.
yeah. Don't like.
I completely agree with you. It's like, don't rip apart, don't do evil people stuff if you don't want your kids to find out, I guess.
Right.
What would Jesus do? I don't even know what part of your makeup makes you think any of this is okay.
So did you hear there's a website
Yeah.
that's called I forgot what, something ICE, and it's like it provides a number of services. Number one, it's a place for you to connect with them if you want to report an ICE agent. So you actually have neighbors that are being like, I live next to an ICE agent. Here's the information. Or you have
It's like a pedophile watch for
yeah.
ICE members.
You had people with like their kids, like ICE agents, their children are sending in the tip on the tip line. Okay. Which is like ruining some of these people's lives and families and everything else. You have like families that are finding out about what they're actually doing because they keep it down wrapped. So they're
Right.
getting alienated in their own like communities as well. So that's number one. Number two is I think there's a couple apps that's available now. Like it's like open source, and it's powered by, you know how Waze, everyone is using Waze, so that's why the information on it is accurate. And so it's the same thing, but it's like spotting where ICE is in your community. So like
funny.
if you see it, you open up the app, you drop your pin, you'll be like, ICE is over here, 3 cars, whatever.
Jeez.
Right? So there's that,
Yeah.
right? And then that's all being run by a dude who doesn't, like, I think he's in Sweden or something, the guy who
Right.
runs the main one.
Yeah,
where
he's trying to keep his servers open or whatever.
it makes sense. And why you wouldn't want to do this in America, like they would
Yeah.
disappear you, right? So it's better that you, like, a European does it. And then this one is I haven't confirmed it at all, right? And I don't want to confirm it because this is a fun situation. Apparently, there's a group of women that's called the Cliterati.
Okay.
Okay, have you heard about this?
Definitely not.
Okay. Apparently, unverified.
Yeah.
Bunch of hot women,
Are you telling me it's unverified as a group of women called the Cliterati? Anyway, keep going.
right? A bunch of hot women who've been sliding into the DMs of known ICE agents
Yeah.
to try to get them to send them like compromising pictures,
Okay.
right? And then they're building a database.
Yeah.
And they're gonna release the database.
Bro, I've got
like,
news for
pick
you.
Names.
I got
ranks.
news for you. You don't need hot women to do that. You can do that without any hot women involved.
But these ladies have been doing it, and apparently, some things is going to be released in the near future by a group that names themselves the Cliterati.
Dude, I'm looking forward to whatever publication that's going to come out on, or the website from the
Wherever it's available, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down to pay, put some traffic towards it.
Well, it's just like if these people have any shame, and I'm sure they have some shame when it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, Michael, are you an ICE agent?" And they're like, "Oh crap, how'd you find out?"
Yeah.
That's how you can tell whenever they make those, those videos that you see is like they don't want to
Those-
be seen. They're like, they're not happy and they can't react too much, and yeah, they don't want their faces out there. That's why they all wear masks.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is interesting. How did you have any reaction when you found out that Jonathan Ross's wife was Filipino?
I don't know who Jonathan Ross is. Oh, that guy. Yeah. No, I mean, seen it a lot.
Yeah, see it a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an odd situation.
It's not that odd.
In the newest Avatar?
Most white guys,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
are in some, not most white guys, but a lot of white guys are in some sort of an interracial relationship. They are. Like the Derek, whatever, the guy who kneeled on.
Chauvin?
Yeah. That guy was married to an Asian lady that divorced him. Also, that lady stood by him for half a second. She's like, "I'm out. This is ruining my life." I'm like, here's a dead man. I am, she's like,
Yeah.
"I'm out." But yeah,
It's fine with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a thing. I wasn't surprised.
In the newest Avatar movie, that phenomenon of the ultra racist white guy who's in the movies is trying to take like essentially this face of imperialism, and he's married to an actual like native person.
Yeah, blue lady. Yeah.
A blue lady, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense, man.
Yeah.
That doesn't. I don't think. I think that obviously those people are racist,
Yeah.
right? Or XYZ, whatever they are. But I don't think. I think they have relationships with those.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to psychoanalyze that, but I've seen it so much ever since I was a kid. Like, oh, this Ku Klux Klan member had like a mistress who was black. And I was like, mistress.
Mm-hmm.
That's a relationship.
Right. Yeah.
He's cheating on his white wife with a black lady. I haven't,
Well, at least his white power. Crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If you have thoughts on it, feel free. I'd love to hear it.
And no, what of the being an interracial marriage? situation?
If you know.
No, I just like it's been something that I've like noticed.
Yeah.
Like that it happens, and I'm wondering what level of cognizant dissonance is happening.
They're
What is
like,
it?
hey, the
What's happening
bedroom-
in the bedroom?
Right.
Not like what's happening in the bedroom as far as physical stuff is concerned, but like what's going on in this lady's head, right? Be like, do you live in a house where it's actively hating all other race, and you think that you don't hate you, or
I don't know if they're like that in the house, bro. That person wasn't walking around, just being racist in the house all the time. Maybe,
yeah,
right? Maybe he did.
Could be
Maybe he
to
watched
others.
news and he starts yelling at
yeah,
it, right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
most of the time they aren't doing that stuff. It's just racist in their head, or when something somebody cuts them off. Like if something triggers them,
comes
like
out-
if they get bad customer service
Yeah, I
at
think so.
wherever, they're like, oh, for whatever race.
Yeah,
But I don't think in the house, you're making them food like Chinese food again. I don't think
Right, you gotta have some kind of like,
How is
There's
she?
some inkling that
Yeah.
this guy doesn't like everybody. He's, you know.
Most women. Dude, I know so women who would, married to men who have a temper, right?
Yeah.
What do you want them to do? Like, try to find. Yeah, they don't really get that temper until after they got married, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Hollywood teach me anything, they all know that the guy's a gangster. Right? Like in the community, everyone knows the dude's a gangster. Still get married anyway. You think you can change him. Think he can be different. He'll be different to me. I'm special. Et cetera, et cetera.
Maybe he was. Maybe he's a super loving husband.
I don't think so. It's
I don't
tough.
know.
It's tough to say. It's tough to say. Watch the video and you're like, geez. But anyway,
Yeah, that's true. Once you see a man shoot a woman at point blank range, it's hard to assume good things about them.
and then
right?
call her an effing bitch.
Yeah.
As the car
Yeah.
just lifelessly drives away.
Yeah,
and that's the last thing that you say.
Yeah.
Also, and then you leaked the actual video where you said that. You didn't even believe that one.
I don't think he leaked it, right?
You leaked it.
He leaked it?
Yeah, it was used as like proof that of his position that he was under like duress. It was leaked to a right wing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That seems like something a dumb person would do.
Yep.
I mean, it's very easy to turn the audio off on a video.
Yeah.
Go to edit.
Or just that part.
Yeah.
Right? Because that was at the end.
And there's
You
nothing
didn't-
helpful. Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
That
now-
guy's gonna get his one day. Someone's gonna do something.
something.
Maybe the Black Panthers, not me. You know, I pray for people.
Okay, so I have PK Subban.
Yeah, PK Subban.
All right. Hockey is not my thing, right? I haven't been watching hockey.
Yeah.
You don't watch hockey, whatever. But he's talking about another player, and you know what? We get hyped about some things like this. I
like
think
it.
you'll be hyped too.
Let's
Here we go.
PK.
PK.
Shout out to PK.
Alex Ovechkin has been more durable than LeBron James over his career. Go look at the numbers. Based on the simple fact of the sport that he's playing, we can't compare these two. I don't see the comparison. I think it's borderline insulting to think that the longevity of LeBron's career is even close to the comparison of what Alex Ovechkin has done over the past 20 seasons. For this and for this only. Number one, 82 games we play. Same amount of games as basketball. There is no way that anybody on this planet is going to convince me that LeBron James's body has been put through more rigorous, tumultuous, physicality, worn down, the grind of a hockey season. Guys, I mean, what are we talking about here? 20 seasons? He's only missed 35 games in those 20 seasons.
That's incredible.
1,487 games, 895 goals. The most feared hockey player, in my opinion, to ever lace up the skates is Alex Ovechkin. Alex Ovechkin has been more
That's a good
durable than
promo.
LeBron.
This guy cuts.
Right?
Yo, Ovechkin needs to send this guy whatever he needs to send him. But
That's interesting. We have
35
our own
games.
silos, right? We have our silos. We have our UFC. We have our whatever, and then it is
also,
cool.
like,
It is cool to hear from.
it
the
is
other
cool,
sports.
definitely. It's also like, I know he's upset that why aren't people talking about Alex Ovechkin versus LeBron James? It's like people care about hockey a lot less.
Yeah.
That's all, bro. It's not that they're purposefully trying to, like, most people who don't know, they don't know who that is you're talking about.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's the reason.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. And then you're in America, so there's different types of, excuse me, like, that doesn't actually make sense without the thought in my head. They released I think it's a picture of the GOATs of every sport, right? And they didn't put Lewis Hamilton on the cover. And I was like, this entire list is bullshit.
I'm with you, dude. I like that kind of stuff. But that's what it is being a sports fan.
Right. Yeah. Like,
And
you don't know how much of a GOAT he is.
Yeah.
He's dominated the sport, and here's the thing. I'll just tell you this real quick, and after I can go off of, I can go. We can switch off of this.
Wow, it took you no run up to get this worked up. No, but it's very
Basketball,
yeah.
you could say that it started as a white man sport.
Okay.
And then as time went on, the population of black people have increased.
Okay.
But even the last 10 years or so, it's not like black people are unwelcomed in the sport of basketball, right? Golf, you could say, before Tiger Wood, black people were unwelcomed to play. They wouldn't even allow you in certain of the things. Formula One, you as a poor black kid, you are unwelcomed in every level of the sport. Everything, every publication. It's all European. It's all super rich. It's all uber rich. They don't want you there.
Yeah.
They don't like you. And he's the best, right? He's multiple record holder, and they had to bend rules. They had to do race day corruption to steal it from him. Otherwise, he would have been the ultimate greatest race car driver of all time. And so, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no reason why you can't put him on the GOAT. I'm sorry to say.
Who'd they put on there?
Oh no, I mean, like, it was other, like, Venus and
No. Did
Serena.
they put
Like different
another...
sports.
Oh,
They-
well, that makes sense.
yeah.
The sport matters. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes
F1
sense.
is watched
That's
by-
what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
it doesn't even register.
I see what you're
but
saying.
But like for me, like his accomplishments, even in the silo of sports, is tremendous.
Right.
Compared to like other sports,
Yeah.
you know, in my opinion.
But it's just one of those things. Like in North America,
don't care.
don't care,
Yeah,
right?
don't care.
In Europe, definitely care, right? Even South America, I don't know. I actually just don't, right? I mean,
They care more. I'll tell you
yeah,
that. Okay.
barely care. When it comes to like those all-time lists when they make it, like NASCAR sometimes doesn't even get on there because you're a friggin' driver. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, man. I'm just saying.
Man, you know, it is what it is.
It is a fantastic sport. Like, and I consider it a sport.
Yeah.
Just because of I don't know. When I watch it, I'm like, this is definitely a sport. I don't really add.
Right.
I know they're not running or jumping, but
Right.
Obviously the skill required and the timing and the
risk.
more than anything, the mentality
Yeah.
of that individual is a gamer. Like,
Right.
you know, are they in a machine? Yeah. Like, are they gonna pull a hamstring? No,
Probably not.
Probably not. It'd be hard.
Yeah.
but putting their life on the line.
Some of those
more than-
crashes look insane.
more than probably any of the other goats. Hockey is probably the only one where
Yeah.
like
And then
Like-
football, I guess, yeah. You know,
football
like the
too, dude.
Brain
Football
damage
is
is
crazy.
insanity, dude.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
That's why it's that stat where he's missed 35 games in years,
Yeah.
in 20 years.
20 years.
is
crazy.
crazy. Like, I don't know what their drug testing is like. I don't know what his bone density is like, but that's crazy stat.
That's a crazy stat, especially for hockey. Hockey is not for the weak, man. That is a rough game.
Yeah, and nobody's playing you as like, all right, we'll just put him in this other, some other position where it's not gonna be.
Everybody gets hit.
He'll be kicker or something, right? I was like, nah, everybody's getting hit. Everybody's running around with like pads on.
Yeah. These are all like 200 some odd pound men, like freight trains. And they're on skates. They're moving faster than they could if they're running.
So little about this sport. I completely agree with you. I'm like, it's like two sports if you think of it. There's skating and playing hockey, right? That's something. Double goat.
Yeah,
But I know nothing about this game. It somehow doesn't speak to me. You know,
Right.
I've been to games. It's cool. But
You've been to a hockey game?
yeah, I've been to one Maple Leafs game, box seat, and I've been to the Marlies a couple of times, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, super affordable.
I was going to ask you the question, which one of them makes you more excited? But you've been a basketball fan for so long that like that's of course going to skew your
Versus what?
Like, you know, watching a sport live. Basketball,
People
hockey,
fighting.
UFC.
People fighting was
That was
definitely.
the-
I've been to amateur boxing matches where I'm more hyped than most basketball games.
Gotcha.
Basketball games, I get super hyped in certain situations. We're playing a really good team. We're playing a rival. We're in the playoffs. We're in the championship. I am as hyped just watching a dude fight another dude without anything being on the line because they've put so much on the line.
they put a
Just
lot,
being in there like, I'm going to let this guy throw some hands at me and maybe I'll throw some hands at him. You know, like that's I get into that.
Also, like basketball, throughout the game, there's ebbs and flows
Mm-hmm.
of the game, right? And then the fourth season, it kind of like, the fourth quarter, it kind of ramps up a little bit, especially
Mm-hmm.
if it's like a closer. But like, if you're watching fighting from the start,
Yeah.
like the risk is the risk is equal from the beginning. There's like
You know what? I know, and being a fighting fan, you know they put in a training camp. They prepared for this dude. The coach has done some. Everybody made some sacrifices to be
They've
here.
watched tape. They're like
Yeah.
they're looking for patterns. They're trying to counter the.
They may
counter.
not be getting paid for this. They might be getting paid hundreds of dollars for this, right? And all of those things, as a big fan, it adds up. But even without that, it's really cool. Basketball, I think it's the most beautiful thing to watch is basketball. But you know, people will say that about soccer and whatever they
Soccer,
want.
yeah.
But
I can hear my dad twitching.
yeah, that's fine.
Like, you can like basketball, you can't call it beautiful. There's only one beautiful game.
Trust me, I've been around so many people who love esport where, I get it. I'm like, I wish I was into soccer the way somebody who's into soccer. I wish.
Yeah.
It's a small regret or whatever,
Yeah.
but you don't get exposed to a sport. You don't get exposed to a sport.
Yeah, there's no culture around that.
I'd love to get excited when the World Cup rolled around. The level of excitement is just like, oh,
Speaking of the amount of people who are getting refunds on their World Cup tickets,
so funny.
I'm loving it.
Well, half of those countries aren't allowed in America anymore as of this week.
And the thing is that what guarantee do you have, with your brown face, walking on the street, not getting picked up, even while you're like, I'm only here for soccer, and they're gonna pepper spray you, shoot you with a paintball bullet, lose an eye, all because you want to watch a soccer game? Just stay home and watch it, bro. You don't have to come over here. Don't come here to watch it.
Only watch in red states, just like.
I mean, they're going to Texas.
Don't go to Texas. They tell you where they're going.
Man. Anyway. All right, people. This has been episode 527.
527.
Thank you for hanging with us. We'll be back in a week. Take care of yourselves. Good night.